It's all about timing. Target acquired. Besides losing my microphone settings, a lot of things have changed over the past month, including the ranking of which dinos you dislike the most. Yes, I'm talking to you, Omniraptors. You're right up there with the Herreras now. Speaking of Herreras, let's jump on in. Spawning in the South Plains and living as a spider dino is not as easy as it seems. A Herrera is a loved playable, but getting dropkicked in the back of the head by one is never fun. Looks like there's trouble brewing. Let's just inch our way out of the area very slowly and undetected. Ah! Hey, how's the weather? That wasn't even close. There were bodies here and there around the mud pit and up a river. I looked around to see what diets were available, but nothing caught my eye. Not until I looked downstream. There were lots of bodies down there. Curiosity got the better of me. With my new companion, we jumped down blindly and climbed down the cliff. Uh-oh, a Ceratosaurus. Luckily, my companion escaped. After 2 bites to the tail, the Ceratosaurus lost interest in hunting us. For now. Reuniting after a small scare, we rested until our health recovered. Please leave us alone, Ceratosaurus. After several minutes, we headed towards our favorite and safe water spot. Did I say safe? I meant safe from dinos. There are definitely raptors around us. This is not what I expected. Raptors are definitely something to worry about. A juvie raptor around 40% can easily pounce and pin us. Back to the trees for safety. Hiding in the trees until danger was no longer in sight, we went back down for water. Hopefully the raptors lost interest. We desperately needed the water. Unfortunately, the bodies around vanished, and there was nothing edible. Hearing a 1003 calling earlier, I wasn't sure how close it was, or how aggressive it was. It was indeed very aggressive, with the hipsy sidekick. My companion had a fatal error and was no longer conscious. It was the worst timing possible. I had to protect him as best as I could. The Hipsy and Tenno were the worst kind of dinos to deal with, relentless in their attack of a Herrera trying to regain consciousness. These were some of the dirtiest lifestyles of the Isle. That's what you get, Hipsy. Whoa-oh. Although it's fair game to kill another dino on this server, there's no honor in killing a lifeless or unconscious dino. I'm sorry, and GG's my companion. The next day, the South Plains was full of Herreras. It was overcrowded, so I migrated towards the swamps for a better hunting ground, or so I thought. There was nothing to eat. I was starving and desperate for food. There was plenty of water around, but no carcasses available that the swamp may provide. And so I traveled through the migration zone. Running around panicking with the lack of food and no stamina, I finally caught scent of something with lines. The gods of the Isle finally answered my prayers with the remains of a half-eaten sea turtle. Whatever may have hunted it, I was willing to risk everything for a bite to eat. With enough to survive, I crawled to the nearest bush to regenerate my depleted stamina. Things were finally looking up after all that bad luck. After several minutes, I ran past another sea turtle. This time, it was alive, and all for myself. Delicious. The swamps was lonely as a solo Herrera, but the smell of a carcass caught my interest. I sensed something was watching me, but I didn't know where. Another Herrera. I knew something was up. Get it? Up in the trees, 'cause Herreras climbed... another dad joke. Anyways, it turns out our new companion was using it as bait for the past 10 minutes. But being the most popular biome, there were no dinos anywhere near. For now, we sat around for a little bit. At least there was food. The Isle provides, even when a dino starves to death in the swamps. Yapping up a storm and getting to know my companion, we nearly gave up our position. A Dryo! Well, that was a swift hunt. Since our dino carcass has rotten, we set a new bait using this Dryo. GG's. Later in the day, another Herrera joined our pack. It was starving, and with a fresh carcass, we had enough to feed everyone. Eat your fill, little one. Unfortunately, there was a tsunami hitting the isle, and I figured it'd be best to sleep until the next day. Farewell, my companions. I hope we meet another day. Making my way back to the South Plains, there were many sounds of carnal activity, and so I followed the noise. Tracking a carnal's footprints, I was unsure how lively the South Plains became after a day in the swamps. A Pteranodon. This will make a good meal, so long as the rocks don't swallow it. Curious to know why there were so many bodies around Upper River. Like a cat, I leapt down and followed the scent. There was a beppy by the edge of the water, and some death around it. Not suspicious at all. Alrighty, I guess one could say curiosity killed the Herrera. Back in the South Plains after an hour of growth, I sat in the cliffside watching other dinos roam and live their lives. A pack of Carnos versus a solo Cerado. A confrontation like this can only go one way. Let's see if I can get one of those Carno juvies. It's all about timing. Target acquired. The Cerado gave up in the end to the Carnos, but this was my moment to shine with a brand new carcass out on the menu. Waiting several minutes to strike, whatever happens next, this moment was all I needed. GG's. What up, dudes and dudettes? Thanks for watching. First of all, I have to apologize for not making videos every week anymore. Unfortunately, these videos don't pay the bills, at least not yet. I won't give up my passion to upload videos because I still love narrating and playing the Isle. I appreciate every single one of you that click through and watch, or even keep me playing in the background of whatever you're doing. Please be patient with me. And as always, have a nice day, or night wherever you're from. Bye-bye!